Hello everybody, my name is Fishy.Home and today we are going to go explore the world of Redstone Addition. So, in binary terms, Redstone Addition starts out with A plus B, and you can see the plus sign right there. Usually an A is a bit number, so if I go get some black wool, I can say I want to add 8 and 3. That would equal to 8 plus 3. Basically just filling in these two. Let's 8 plus 11. That would be 11. So we're going to need to do a device that this is called a redstone adder, and I'll show you what it does. An adder can technically add two numbers up. So if you see 5 plus 3, it will equal 8. However, in redstone terms, it's a little bit harder to make because it actually requires two AND gates, or one AND gate and an XOR gate. The way the XOR gate works is there is a sum, a carry out, and the A and B bits. So try and guess what it would look like. Okay, this is the finished design. If you see what this is, it is an AND gate mixed into an XOR gate. We use the option B XOR because I think it looks better with it. So if we test this out, it will technically do the same thing. So I'm gonna make a truth table for it. There will be 2 here. If A is on, and it will do the same thing. If B is on, but if both of them are on, it will turn black. But if none of them are on, which is just full of white, basically it's that one. So let's test this out. 2 in binary is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. And so here we try this out. If we just insert a 1 here, it will show up to 1. If we insert a 2 here, it will insert the B bit here. And if we put both of them in, it shifts it. This works because if you just look at it, it works. The AND gate goes in. The AND gate actually goes into right here, which goes on. But when both of these gates are true, because it comes out to the XOR gate, which goes in here. And when both XORs are on, it's off. And when both of these are on, it's on. And making sure that. However, this thing can only do half equations, and this thing is called a half adder. Half adder takes 2 inputs and outputs 2 outputs. However, there's a more clever design that really doesn't use half adders, or it does, but it technically looks better. This is a full adder. A full adder takes into 2 half adders and then OR the output together too. So instead of having just A and B this time, we also have a carry in bit too. So if I do any combination of 2, so if I insert a 5 here, it should equal 2. However, if I insert all 3 of them in, it's 1 plus 1 plus 1. Oh. And that should equal 3. While we're at it, let's go to a more compact design of this thing. This is a ripple carry adder, which means the things will ripple across. Here's the carry in, here's the carry in bit, and the carry out is this one right here. See, the carry out's right here, and the carry in's right here. This time the carry out's over here, and the carry in's over there. So let's test this out. See, when the carry in comes on, it will always detect only this bit because it adds 1 to this. If you look at it, this line is our carry line. And it's a really great line. Now, if we multiply that by 3, we'll get this ripple carry adder. And it technically does the same thing. If I want to add 6 plus 4, the output will be 10. Next, we're going to talk about way better adders, because the riffle carry adder isn't really liked that much in this community. Don't get me wrong, it's a great starter adder if you're going to make like an ALU or some sort, but it's not really a great adder that we can use. Over the years, Redstoners have gotten way more advanced adders to work. Sort of like a few ones like this. Only one. This, in a way, is a diagram for a look ahead adder. Even though I described it as a vertical AND gate, it's not really a vertical AND gate. Then there's the piston one, which you should probably watch Matt Bet Wings' video on if you wanted to learn more about this. I'll have some links in the description to explain more about these adders. But now, let's go on to my favorite part of the adder. I just need to build a diagram. This is a CCA adder. A CCA adder takes two 8-bit inputs and then puts an output. It's a vertical adder, so I really love it a lot. And it takes 8 inputs and 8 outputs. Right here, on top of right here, you replace the carry out, and down here is the carry in, where it would just add 1, like normal. Now, if I put an equation here, like say 10 plus 5, the answer should be 15. If I put a bigger number, like 13 plus 10, we should get a bigger number. And if I add 1 to that, it will shift the entire thing up, putting it at 1. Thing is, this thing can actually become really useful. Because it actually is way better. It cancels the signal right here, so you don't have to really worry about anything. And it's really complicated, so I'm gonna explain it in better diagram. If you guys want to just go to the world download and just copy it for sake, you guys can do it. But for people who want to learn how to build it, you guys can stay at this part of the video. If you guys want to watch, please like and subscribe. I need it. Anyways, let's go on to see in depth how the CCA works. Let's start out with the cancel signal. The cancel signal kind of works the same way as it goes. It's basically an XOR gate, but an inverted XOR gate. When both of these, it's basically an XOR gate, in a way. It's basically just, so if one is on, we'll get a cancel that puts it out. But if one of these are on, it will stop the cancel from going. Usually the cancel is caused by a target block behind a repeater. It will manually invert. It's going to here. Usually this will then be replaced just here with another torch, which that will invert that input. And then you replace a repeater right here, and then place this, which is basically the sum or a pre-computed sum version of it. This right here is basically part of the adder. At the end, you see this line right here? You kind of want to make like a tower out of it. Same thing for right here. These towers will help guide the thing through, and let me just go double check about the towers. This part right here is basically that part right there. If we go check the CCA here, we don't really need that tower right there at the moment. But then if we do that, it will work. Basically, this is a layer of a CCA. The inverter will go into a torch that connects to a repeater, and if one of these are on, if both of them are on, the repeater should turn on. Yep, it does. And it outputs the sum right here. Honestly, This thing is just a bunch of AND gates connected to each other. And I'll show how in a little bit. Now here, we're gonna go right here. Little thing that will connect right there. It goes into another XOR gate. Then we place a repeater right here. And that basically is it. All we need to do is connect this right here. Right here. And bring it down to here. The way we can do this is by putting this right here on the top. And then we're going to invert the signal like that. Oh wait, my fault. Which will, in a way, we don't want. I've made a mistake here. We technically do that. And this is a full layer of a CCA. All we need to do is basically stack it up and then add the carry in and carry out. If I want to explain this more, I can, but you should probably go check out Map@Wings' video. No, for this, you need to have the World Edit mod installed. And this only works with the World Edit mod, or if you want to go through the pain that I had to do when I first built a CCA of manually building one off of each other, you can, but I don't suggest it. For stacking, we should probably place this. You should probably do that so stacking works a little bit easier. But again, you don't need to. I'm not going to. Now we can go here and we can hit that lever right there. And then I go right here. Put a position 1 here, and hit the lever again. Now this part is crucial right here. Go to this part of the block. Place / copy. No, build up 2 blocks. That's just paste -A. If you put, this is crucial so it doesn't paste without air, or it does. Now do this until you have fully 8 layers. Six. Now, this is basically a CCA. You see, the inputs right here are all connecting up right this. In fact, if you go look at the original CCA, it's not really a big difference. You can see that there's the target block right there, and on ours, it looks exactly similar. It's the first time I built a CCA from memory. So yeah, you guys should really thank me. To test this out, let's check if 5 plus 3. Oh. So yeah, we need to fix this right here. Oh, that doesn't do it. Yeah, so if you basically, at this point, honestly, just download it from the world file. I don't honestly think this is gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work really. If you did want to try this out, honestly, I'd see how you guys could fix this, because you're all really smart. But for right now, I don't think this can be worked easily. Unless that we put an XOR gate right here. I have mine colonies and stuff. Now if we put that right there, it will have 9. This top one is useless. So we'll make this the carry out. And down here, just underneath this comparator, we'll go down like this. It will invert and add 1 up to the carry-in. Now, in a way, this should work. So if I just put it, yeah, it's not working. So you guys just have to check out the world download. Alright, and that was all about addition in Minecraft. Next episode, we'll be diving into the world of memory and how to build a fully functioning register in Minecraft. Hope you guys enjoy.